In the heart of New York City lived an ordinary man named Jack Thompson. Jack was a middle-aged school janitor, a job that required more physical labor than prestige. He led a modest life, wearing the same faded blue uniform each day, cleaning up after bustling classrooms. He was a single father to his teenage daughter, Emma. They lived in a tiny apartment in the Bronx, where the noise of the city mingled with their daily routine. Every morning, Jack would wake up before dawn, prepare breakfast for Emma, and ensure she was ready for school before heading to work himself. One rainy evening, as Jack was cleaning the gymnasium after a particularly messy school event, he overheard a heated argument in the principal's office. The voices belonged to Principal Harris and Mr. Donovan, a wealthy businessman who had recently become a significant donor to the school. Mr. Donovan was considering cutting the arts program. Principal Harris was furious to hear that and opposed. Mr. Donovan, with his cold and calculated demeanor, responded, "It's a matter of budget allocation. Sports bring in more funding and attention. Art doesn't." Jack's heart sank as he listened. He knew how much the arts program meant to Emma and countless other students. The next morning at lunch, he overheard students discussing the potential cuts, their faces pale with worry. It was then that Jack decided he couldn't remain silent. But he also knew that as a janitor, his voice might not carry much weight. Over the next few days, Jack observed and listened intently, gathering information about the impact of the arts program. He stayed late into the night, researching, writing, and preparing a heartfelt letter addressed to the school board, detailing the importance of the arts and the potential consequences of cutting the program. Jack knew that presenting the letter himself might not be enough. He reached out to Emma, who was part of the school's art club, and shared his plan with her. With her help, they rallied students, parents, and teachers to sign the letter. The movement grew, and soon, the letter was filled with hundreds of signatures and touching stories from the entire school community. Inside the meeting room, the atmosphere was tense. Mr. Donovan presented his argument for cutting the arts program, emphasizing financial benefits and logistical reasons. Principal Harris countered with passion, highlighting the irreplaceable value of the arts in education. The room was split, with strong opinions on both sides. When it was Jack's turn to speak, he stood up slowly, feeling the weight of every eye in the room upon him. He cleared his throat, his hands trembling slightly as he unfolded the letter. "My name is Jack Thompson," he began, "and I am the school janitor. But more importantly, I am a father, and I have seen firsthand the impact that the arts program has on our students." When he finished, Jack looked up to see many faces softened, some with tears in their eyes. Finally, the chairman spoke. "We have taken into consideration all the arguments presented today, and we have decided to maintain the arts program." Emma ran up to him, hugging him tightly. "You did it, Dad," she whispered, tears of joy streaming down her face. In the days that followed, Jack noticed the students smiling more, their steps lighter as they carried on with their creative pursuits. And so, Jack Thompson, the silent janitor with his actions, proved that courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it's the quietest gestures that create the most profound impact. Years later, when Emma graduated and pursued her passion for art, she often looked back at that pivotal moment.